Just think of it as like a new experience. I mean, at your age, how often does that happen?
At my what?
Okay, so Criminal Minds is done, and we have a lot to talk about. Um, but mostly, like, we've been led around for the better half of 3 or 4 seasons, like season 16, 17, 18, and now 19. So 4 seasons with Foyt. And Foyt is the first real, like, iconic villain slash serial killer the team had to face off with. And at first, I thought he was good. I think they borrowed a lot from previous episodes, and like they did like some stuff which was questionable, but at the end of the day, they really pulled off season 16 pretty well, especially looking back, and they did a pretty good job with it. Season 17, 18, and especially now 19 just feels like they've been leading us around by the nose, and like season 19 feels like we're on a collar the whole time, and they gave us just enough to keep us hooked, but in the end of the day, we really didn't go anywhere. And the end of the season feels like a somewhat big letdown, even though like the result may be something we hope for on some level. I mean, cheering for the good guy wins, love it. But it doesn't feel like we got here organically, or the storyline or the story arc built around it is satisfactorily developed. And that's like a major problem, because they really like built this up, let us down, built this up the whole season, only to wait till like the last, I want to say the last 2 episodes, but the last episode and the last few minutes of the last to last episode to bring us into the full story arc. It's like by the end of the second to last episode, we finally get hint that like the fan is serious, fine, and he's threatening Foyt and Foyt's family, who's in witness protection now. Because of Foyt, we get a lot of like things that unravel, and then in the like next to last episode, we get the ending where Foyt finally breaks out of like minimal security prison, which we assumed was most probably going to happen. But he breaks out and he starts pursuing the fan. Let's discuss the fan, because Foyt was never like one of the characters, one of the protagonists that I considered one of the best developed. Like, even from B-roll history, we have like Donnie Malik, we have Frank Brekhoff in season 2. We have a ton of like protagonists that pushed like Criminal Minds forward, that progressed it, that organically held us on our seats. It kept us there, made us laugh, made us cry, made us experience a lot. And like Foyt doesn't do it. In fact, Foyt like felt a lot. Like if you were to take George, God, I can't think of his name now. Um, the Reaper. I'm trying to think. Like George, wasn't George Foyet? That's the other thing that always like struck me about Foyt. It's like he is a dollar store version of George Foyet. It's like Foyet as a character had presence. He put like everything to the forefront and gave you a reason to be summarily concerned. Like completely unlike Foyt. It's like when Foyet killed Haley Hotchner, like then Aaron Hotchner's wife, like that was a really suspenseful moment. The whole idea of her like dying, and then Aaron Hotchner having to direct the BAU and Ray Sack at the same time, was really, it was like an emotionally engrossing storyline. And George Foyet, again, as a character, was very well developed. Like, and Foyt, like, how do I put Foyt without seeming insulted? Insulting. Like, Elias Foyt is the dollar store version of George Foyet. He is the discount Wish Timo version of the Reaper. Like, Leo Duvall, aka Elias Jasper Foyt, aka Sicarius, is like nowhere in league of old school George Foyet, the Reaper. Like, the Reaper could literally transcend most things, and he was creative, he was innovative, and I'm not saying this to idealize that, but it's like Foyet had Hotchner, Aaron Hotchner, so on edge that when he found his wife then, and he found Foyet, he literally beat like Foyet to death, and they had to have that whole review thing and everything. But like that's like the level of like, I don't know the word for it, but I think most people watching this will know what I mean. That's the level of development of a character that George Foyet was. He was maddening to try and catch and stop, and Foyt's just like, oops, you found me. And he got lucky with David Rossi, who walked in unprepared. But really, it was like, eh. So yeah, I think like this is, I don't know, it just feels really underdeveloped, and it could have been better.